Hi guys, and welcome back to another video. As always, before I can get into today's video, I definitely want to take the time out to say thank you so very much for subscribing and coming back to watch my videos today. If you have not yet subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscription button. Hit the notification bell, that way you are alerted each time I upload a video. So for today's recipe, I'm going to be doing some salt and pepper shrimp. I have some leftover shrimp from my jerk pasta, guys, so I just decided to turn it into some cutters today, or as Americans will call it, appetizers. So let's go ahead and get into the ingredients for today. I'm using some medium shrimp here today, guys. This is what was left over from my jerk shrimp pasta, and to that I'll have some black pepper added. I'm using some onion powder and also garlic powder. These two are definitely optional, guys, as this is salt and pepper shrimp. I'm also going to be using, of course, salt. Over here we have some garlic, potato starch, red chilies, and green chilies. So to the shrimp, guys, I want you to go ahead and make sure that your shrimp is dry. My shrimp is already washed with lemon, lime, and vinegar. I'm going to go ahead and add my onion powder, my garlic powder, and then I'll also go ahead and add to that about a teaspoon of my salt. Keep in mind, we're not going to be adding a lot of salt here because we'll be putting salt to the end again. So you want to go ahead and mix this in thoroughly. Make sure it's all nicely coated. And this is peeled and deveined shrimp already, guys, so you can use whatever size you have. If you want to use the small ones, if that's all on hand, then go ahead and do so. So now to this, I'm going to go ahead and add 1 cup or to about a cup and a half of my potato starch. Now I'm using potato starch today, guys, because I prefer the potato starch versus the flour because it is much crispier when you fry this, guys. It's not as heavy as a batter like the flour would give it. So if you don't have potato starch, you can also go ahead and use cornstarch. If you don't have neither of the two, just go ahead and use flour. So go ahead and just have this all mixed in today, guys. Just mix this in thoroughly. Make sure all your shrimp are coated with the starch because we do not want to have any of the shrimp not coated with the starch. So I needed just a tad bit more. I went ahead and I added a few more to the shrimp. So it's gonna be about a cup and maybe a half, or about almost 2 cups of potato starch. So once this is fully coated, guys, let's go ahead and get into the frying process. Now here I have a pot of oil, guys. My oil is heating at about 350 degrees. I'm gonna use my strainer for today, guys, and this is for the frying and everything, because here's what we're gonna do. So those garlic that we have crushed up, we're gonna go ahead and put it into the sieve, and we're basically just gonna put this into the oil. This is gonna go ahead and flavor our oil, guys. This is gonna give it a very nice garlicky flavor. I'm gonna be repeating this process also with my chilies, guys, so you want to make sure that you just hold it there. It literally takes about 30 seconds to about a minute in order to get the consistency that we're looking for, because what you want to do is make sure that your garlic is light brown color and not burnt, because keep in mind, burnt garlic is bitter and it's horrible, and ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, so right now I've been holding this for about 30 seconds, guys. This is exactly what I am looking for, so I'll go ahead and I'll just set that aside. Once your garlic, make sure you place this on a piece of paper towel. Just set that aside and repeat the same process with the chilies. Now as for the chilies, guys, you can do it one at a time if you want to, but I'm just gonna dump all in at one time, and I'm going to go ahead and put this into the oil. Now with the chilies, because I'm using red and green chilies and this is a bit spicy, you only want to keep this in about 10 seconds at max, because you're not going to be able to breathe in your house. Trust and believe that part. Okay, once your chilies are out, add your shrimp to the pan. Now put the chilies to the side, guys. Keep that the same way as the garlic on a piece of paper towel to absorb any of the excess oil. So go ahead and add your shrimp to the pan, guys, and keep in mind you do want to add your shrimp a little at a time, because what you never want to do when frying, regardless if it's shrimp or fish or chicken, never crowd your pan, because crowding your pan is going to slow down your oil. So we're going to just go ahead and continue frying in batches here, guys. Once it is fried, just strain them off. I keep them in my strainer so I can drain off the excess oil. As you can see, some are sitting in my bowl looking so delicious over here. And we're just gonna go ahead and repeat the same process for about 2 to 3 more batches, and then we'll come back to the final product once it is done. Okay, so all my shrimps are all fried up, guys. Now at this point it is crispy, it is nice and golden brown. So what we're going to do at this point, we're gonna just go ahead and add to this about a teaspoon to a half a let's just add a half a tablespoon of salt. And we're gonna go ahead and add on to that some freshly crushed black pepper. Yes, guys, if you don't have the whole peppercorn, just use whatever black pepper you have in your cupboard. It is fine. This is called salt and pepper shrimp, so just use what you have. The idea behind this is just to use what's in your pantry. Once you add the salt and pepper, guys, go ahead and add the garlic back into that along with the chilies. Then give it a quick toss, guys. As you can see, this is looking so good, and this is the best cutters possible. So here you have it, guys. This is my take on salt and pepper shrimp. I'm gonna eat this on the side with some lemon juice, salt and pepper again in that little bowl, guys. And then you just go ahead and toss maybe on the side of this some limes or some lemons if you have it, because the acidity will go well with this. Or just go ahead and make the dip and sauce like I did on the side. So here you have it, guys. This is my take on salt and pepper shrimp, as I mentioned before. If you like today's recipe, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, hit subscribe, and until next time, do stay blessed.